Hello YouTube, this is Ezekiel doing part 8 of this after-action report of the 12,000 point monster battle between Dutch Grenadier and Stratswitz in combat mission Battle for Normandy. Firstly, there's a bit of a confession and also some good news. Firstly, the confession and sort of bad news is I lost a whole bunch of files which I hadn't recorded yet. Basically, I think it was head-to-head helper, I'm not too sure, but all my files were about 40 files or about 20 minutes worth of gameplay were just gone. and they also weren't kept in the Dropbox. The two guys, had to constantly keep updating their Dropbox so it didn't get too big. Keep in mind each of the play-by-email files for this is about 40 to 50 megabytes, so very big. So they've lost about 20 minutes of game time, which would have been about 3 parts. However, as I feared in the last video, mostly it was going to be just bombarding this area here, La Monte, and these guys creeping forward. That does seem to be the case, and I've just reviewed this turn, and it is very action-packed, so we did actually skip that. So that is the good news. We did skip a lot of the boring bit. So basically what we've missed is just going by this. I hadn't actually viewed the other files, so I have no idea the little intricacies of it. But obviously we missed this approach here. They've really cleaned out. The Americans are really getting behind what little remains here. They've cleaned out La Big Net, and now this little platoon just to the the east is all that's left, and the assault here still hasn't occurred, but that 20 odd minutes of pulverizing it with the howitzers does seem to be having an effect. So we'll start by looking at some high explosive porn, so to speak. Now, you'll also notice since my last filming, keep cleaning up the mod file, so a few little tiny tweaks here and there. So that's definitely keeping the German troops' heads down. Not causing a lot of damage. Oh, right at the end there though, what happened there? Oof. Ouch. Yep. So howitzer rounds are really just falling straight through those windows by the look of it. But yeah, so over that 20 minutes we've seen a lot of fire, mostly concentrated in the front here by the looks of it. Knocked down a few buildings. This one here could turn out good for the Germans though, because it's one less real piece of concealment and cover when the Americans have to cross that field. But I got a nagging feeling that's going to be a nil point though, a nil issue, because I think Strats was just going to be very happy just to pulverize these Germans slowly into the dirt before he moves. We'll just check out the action here, a bit of small arms action. And you'll notice this poor platoon, or what's left of it, they're under fire from two sides. So we've got the flanking force at the back, and also the front force in these woods. Slowly getting whittled down here. Some penetrating hits over here. Got to check that out. Yeah, it's not good. Another Sherman coming in. 76mm Sherman as well. Yeah, so these guys are not going to last very long indeed. But from the looks of it, they're taking the Americans with them. So I don't think it'll last another minute or so though. Now this is interesting. This enormous howitzer around here. I don't remember Stratswitz ordering any type of bombardment, but we'll just check the German one if I can find someone. Go to spotter. So this little guy here survived, and sure enough, yeah. So he's bombing the objective area, knowing there's you can't hold it. So he's looking probably to catch some of the Americans off guard, but it's also going to be forcing this flanking force around the back here. So it's doing that quite well. Slightly longer travel time, so it is going to give his forces here a little bit of a bit more time to reorganise if need be. So it is a very, very good delaying move, I think. Meanwhile, another 75mm gun here, and some Panzer IVs by the look of it. There's very few tanks left that Dutch has, so but they looks like they're lined up, ready to shoot anyone that comes around the back. Let's see how that eventuates. So we'll switch over now to the Americans. Okay, we're back with the Americans, and just want to check out first what this German fire mission is actually going to do. It is definitely forcing these guys to go around the back here. But it looks like he's going to get away. Meanwhile, we've got some other forces around the back here, moving up to strengthen the positions. The other interesting thing I'm noticing here, Stratswitz really does have good eyes on. He has been a real trend throughout the entire battle. He's always had good line of sight. He's always had good intel about what's ahead of him at all times. So he knows he's got at least one gun and one tank up there. We know there's another Panzer IV back there. So that's why Stratswitz isn't just racing forth to try and get around behind these guys. So no real casualties for the Americans this turn, but there was that penetrating hit down here. I just want to back up a little bit. May take a bit of time. Where was it? Oh, okay, it's just the destroyed truck getting pinged by the looks of it. Yeah, what type of flanking force we got back here? I've just already seen that, so... Okay, so it looks like a few vehicles, and enough infantry, nice combined arms force. So they could really get around and fight this next objective on two flanks. It's obviously what he's setting up to do. But yeah, he's probably going to take a few risks to try and take out these AT pieces first. Just want to check over here. Yeah, he still knows there's forces in that town, so that's why he's happy to sit still. He's got his machine guns up front in good spots still, so they're probably going to... Actually, no, he doesn't. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, still no real major sign he's going to push forward with these guys just yet. Maybe he's not going to do it at all. Yeah, maybe he's going to go around the back here. That's could be the main approach. We'll have to just wait and see. So we'll switch back to the next turn. Okay, we're back with the next turn. And there we go. Slight small start. Looks like there's still got some movement from the Americans. Looks like they're going to slowly press forward. Have to eye that off next turn when we review the Americans. But yeah, it looks like this is a very, very fixed position. No one really wants to move. So also just picket lines have taken each other out. Don't know where that fire's coming from, I can't spot it. Oh, okay, and I hear an aeroplane. So it must be that P-47 must still be flying around. Now this is interesting. We go back to the beginning. Oh, okay, so they already were damaged. I missed that last time. But it's obviously looks like mortar rounds, is it? So Stratswitch is going to take out the easy target there. Meanwhile, what about our poor guys over here? Is there anyone left at the end of this turn? Just fall forward a bit. Losing all their buddies to building destruction. Well, they're still alive. That's one thing, but I think the Sherman's just going down the line of the buildings now to take them out. Let's just check. I think, yeah, that's empty now, so Dutch is seriously out of support. He's only got some on-map 81mm mortars. From memory, they're actually all the way down here now. Yeah, I think they're setting up ready for the defense of this final objective. This redeployment we saw in part 7 of this series really has gone ahead, and looks like Dutch is ready to go, about to fight this through to the end. So he's got quite a lot of his forces down here. It's a very good move considering the circumstances. And he's got 88mm gun here. If somehow we could... Oh, you can't move them. No, they're not on wheels in combat mission. They're not... damn, that's a real shame. Because that 88mm somewhere up here would be perfect. But, so he's ready for the fight. We'll just have to... I think this is the... Oh, he's dismounted all the trucks too. Okay, so he's not going anywhere after this by the looks of it. Okay, we'll switch to the Americans now. I did actually forget to look, see how much intel Stratswitch has on what exactly is in front of him here. I don't think that's in his forefront of his mind just yet, but we'll soon see. Okay, we're back. And sure enough, howitzers still keep falling. But I think it's this flanking force that's doing the damage. Oh no. There's a Sherman at the back here. And probably the most important thing though is ignoring all this action here is we've got some movement. Looks like Stratswitch is going to bring up a whole lot of new forces, possibly in preparation for a push. Still about 10 minutes away at least, I'd say. As you can see, those half tracks and starting to head forward. So we will check that. I also we'll do that first. I'm slowly creeping them forward. I'm not sure. Where's that? Is that the company commander? Yeah, it's company commander. Yeah, so they're all going to start pushing forward now. Over here. He does have some forces there, but it doesn't have very little intel. He knows people moved into this final objective. He knows the redeployment occurred there, but he doesn't have any intel on exactly how many. So that's something in Dutch's favour. Meanwhile, here, yeah, it looks like he's probing forward, and maybe just taking out any sign of Germans through area fire tactics just to get them to move or surrender. Let's just check his mortars. I've got to this last time. He's got a lot of mortars on map. Okay, yep, denied. I've got to find a spotter again, don't I? There's one. And so yeah, still got that very slow fire. 16 minutes left, and the same with the bigger howitzers there. It's probably going to... I'm guessing that's going to burst through all their ammunition. Then he's still only got the one more battery of 75mm howitzers. So it is using a lot of ammo here. I'm guessing he's going to save that last one for that final objective. Will there be another harassing fire? It's still very, very early to say, but when you've got all these, you know you're going to dominate in force numbers. Maybe a fast and hard strike, well timed, could just knock this over once and for all. Okay, and that P-47 still has rockets left and a full load of 50 cal ammo, and it looks like it's going after that one tank. So I don't know if we'll get the second tank or not, but it's definitely in that vicinity to. So we could see some rocket against tank action very, very soon. Okay, then we'll switch back to the Germans. Okay, we're back with the next turn. There's that howitzer mission finishing. And sure enough, immediately it looks like going after that next barn at the back there. So that should be the last of that force around La Beaumont. Or Lamont. Meanwhile, this Panzer IV back here was starting to spot a few things. Not too sure. Looks like he's under fire too. Small arms. Yeah, you can hear it thudding. And that 75mm gun gets taken out by the mortars. So, and you've got two AT pieces holding up this rear approach now, not a lot. And we know we've got the aeroplane coming in very soon to deal some damage. Okay, that's brave. He's still sticking around there. Surprised he hasn't actually surrendered yet. Where is he? There he is. Oh, meanwhile, bullets whizzing literally only feet from him. And not much else. I think at the moment it's all whatever Straswitz and the Americans are doing that is dictating this battle. Probably has been for some time, but yeah, it looks like Dutch is very happy just to sit still. I think that's really all he can do at the moment. So we'll switch to the Americans and see how that reinforcement and that press forward's coming. Okay, time for the American turn. So we've still got some movement coming forward here. Redeployment of M10 by the looks of it. Following the roads around the rear areas there. The safest unit on the battlefield that at the moment. And from this bird's eye view you can see it is largely a case of pounding whatever you see from a distance at the moment. There's still really no major push. Sure enough, this remaining Sherman is only light firing. Looks like there's some heavy fire from over here by the looks of it. So I'll take out that last barn area. And everyone else is very happy to sit still. This leading platoon, let's see what they can see. Not a lot. It's more of a squad actually on two squads. And yeah. So that's definitely the forward probing force. But yeah, still no real commitment to race across that field just yet. Probably could actually do it. Still probably a few unknowns for Straswitz, but what we know, yeah, take a few casualties, but with the infantry he's got, he could actually get across that quite easily. Maybe lay down some covering fire with these machine guns, get them into position, shoot the likely just constant area fire, and shooting known targets like these building windows and that, while an assaulting force crosses that field. Yeah, it would be doable, I think. But Straswitz is the general. He can make the final call when he's forces. Okay, we'll switch to the next turn. Hello YouTube, we're back from the next part. And sure enough, you have the Allied howitzers still pounding that objective, getting some quick kills right at the start of this turn. So some very accurate fire. Oop. So we lost that MG34. It's a big loss for Dutch trying to protect this this objective. Now, this is where it gets a little bit more interesting. We know Stratzwitz knows his forces in here. He has to see this really accurate fire coming in. Is this going to be the impetus, so to speak, for him to actually launch that attack? So the tanks getting in on the action as well. Back there. So they're really in trouble. We've only got what? A rifleman. Yeah, no, not even a squad on that front row. And a few smaller teams. It's probably your best line of defense back here. So yeah, but definitely can press on that objective very quickly, I'd imagine. Oh, what's this? I missed this even in my review of the turn before. Just back it up, see what's going on with this Panzer IV. Is he under fire? Didn't lose a tank commander, but yeah, something. Is that a mortar maybe? I'm not too sure. Anyway, and one thing, this Panzer IV back here, I think I did spot in my little review of the turn before pushing the record button, was this. We saw it last turn. The Panzer IV is taking pot shots. He doesn't Dutch Grenadier either on purpose or simply forgotten, I'm not too sure, but he doesn't have cover arc on this, so it's not going to only target armor or something like that. It's shooting at anything you can see, so every time it's spotting some infantry at the back there, it's taking a shot. Or maybe not. Yep, there we go. So that's a little bit interesting. I mean, we do know he is getting the odd kill. That poor fella there, for instance, at the tail end. But yeah, it just seems awfully funny to be revealing the position away like that. Unless it's trying to maybe suggest there's more forces than he's really got. I don't know. Surprisingly, this poor little platoon commander, poor Riser, he's still alive. He's holding strong. It looks like the Shermans are just going to really level that barn. Alright then, we'll jump on over to see what the Americans are doing. Okay, we're back with the American turn. Sure enough, he knows that area is really getting pounded. Direct shots in those buildings, there can't be much left. I'm personally very surprised that Stratzwitz hasn't actually gone for it already. The reason being, you look at the clock, 58 minutes left. May seem like a long time, but considering that to get the final objective, which Stratzwitz does know is defended to some extent, he's got to do a very big redeployment and set up for another attacks. So ideally on two flanks. So if I was Stratzwitz, I'd be pushing in there, get this over and done with. May take a few extra casualties, but get this sorted and then set up and have at least half an hour for that last attack. So just have to wait and see. One thing he does know is he does know the two Panzer IVs are there. So maybe he is just really taking his time because of those two tanks. Because that's the other obvious approach, is come around behind them. But we'll just push that there, and I just want to check that aircraft mission. Go to spotter. Yeah, it's still busy. Delivery in under a minute, so we should actually. It's attacking. So I'm guessing next turn we'll be seeing some real fighter action. But he's really taking his time creeping up here. But yeah, as I said, I think these forces really need to get moving. I think it's really time to maybe call off the rest of that artillery mission, just press in now. Granted, we are looking from God Vision, we are looking with hindsight and you know, on both sides, but time is going to become the essence really soon. Okay, then we'll look at the next turn and hopefully see what that fighter can do. Okay, welcome back to the next turn. And sure enough, there's our aircraft. It's one dead Panzer IV. We'll just do that and then we'll go back and look at that up close and personal. Maybe you want to block your ears if you're on headphones, pre-warning. The commander actually survives. Okay, that guy, Shoop, you sir need to buy a lotto ticket. That is unbelievable. Survived for what, 4 rocket attacks on your tank. Lost the gunner, but the commander with his head sticks out is perfectly fine. It's all abstracted, isn't it? Meanwhile, the aircraft continues to circle overhead. Oh no. Looks like we're losing company HQ. There's not going to be much left here, I don't think, very soon. And meanwhile, I did notice this action over here. Something is going on. Just to full forward this. They're shooting at something. Not too sure. Where did that come from? Oh wow, Panzer IV. There you go. That's a reason not to actually put cover arcs on your tanks. That was unbelievable. I even missed that in my review of the turn. I thought it was these guys here just shooting at soft vehicles. Oops, so there we go. There goes the Panzer IV, and meanwhile the other Panzer IV is taking on this squad. What's that? 5 or 6? 5? I think it's 5 casualties at least, and the truck. So there you go, trading a truck and some troops for a Panzer IV. Is it fair? I'm not too sure. But still, it's definitely a good small win. Who's that? Nelle. Nell, I'm not too sure how you pronounce that in German, but there we go. Meanwhile, we've got 2 company HQs over here. I think these guys are all 13th company. They're a real hodgepodge of forces, aren't they? So yeah, it's a bit of a mix and match. But anyway, that's that turn done. Just quickly do another check of this. No, that's right. His Dutch got virtually nothing left on the support bar. And yeah, we'll switch over to the Americans and see how that looked from their side. Okay, welcome back to the Americans' view of that turn. Firstly, that aircraft strike. So it looks good, but as you'll see, not confirmed dead from the American point of view just yet. Meanwhile, taking the odd casualty over here, I saw... Oh, wait a second. Oh, that is confirmed dead. Okay, it looks like those forces are moving up. Can't be much more in it now. They'll be in place in a few minutes, I would imagine. Even a Sherman moving up. Oh, is that... No, is that the M... Yeah, it's Sherman, sorry. Thought it was an M10 there for a second. So it looks like they're all redeploying. I reckon the push is coming. Can't be long now. Meanwhile, I want to just also show that truck again, just from the American point of view. This is a good little tip for any of the newbies who are just getting into combat mission. So we know the truck's going to bite the bullet. We know 5 guys are going to get taken out. It's the second shot here that does the damage. Truck is gone. Okay. Now they're the 5 little red markers we saw. The German player did not see that one. Now, why I'm only pointing this out is... there you go. That one guy is not going to make a huge difference, but in this particular instance. But, I mean, just keep in mind whenever you're playing, and of course I think 99% of us play with the fog of war turned on, you're not going to be able to spot everything, every casualty you see. So keep that in mind whenever you think, yep, target taken out, it's all done, I see smoke, it's all finished. Always be cautious. You never know what may survive, what may actually or didn't survive. The real point I'm trying to get across there is you will never know everything that's in front of you. You can do as much recon as you want, but you will never know absolutely everything. And I think that's another reason gives Combat Mission a little bit of charm compared to a whole bunch of other war games. It's just like that tank over there. I mean, yes, it did get confirmed, it did get destroyed, but initially it didn't. So if Stratswitch missed that when he was reviewing the turn, I doubt it, but if he did miss that, he's got very, very different intel compared to what's really going on. Okay then, just one more switch, one more turn for this part of the series, I think, and we'll leave it there. So let's switch over to Dutch Grenadier and the Germans one last time. Okay, we're back with the Germans. And first thing to really see for this turn is down here. You'll hear the Germans come around again. Sorry, the American plane come around again. So that plane had 2 more rockets left, and there they are. So it's only got its 50 cal weapons now. And I think that tank is safe from the aircraft. I think the aircraft's not going to focus on that. It's out too far outside its target point, reference point. Meanwhile, this Panzer IV has spotted those American tanks cresting the hill. Gets a penetrating hit onto the M10 by the looks of it. You can really see how hard it is to hit, and that's not a good sign. So there's an incoming round that's looking like sort of on target, may hit the track. Oh no, it looks like it's, from that angle, it looks like it's coming in head on. I think that tank is about to die. So yeah, still no movement there. Just want to check, just see what type of damage it did up here. Just skip forward a little bit. Did I miss it? I think I missed it. Straight over their heads. So let's back it up, sorry. Sorry for doing this, but so there's the airstrike. Here we go. Where's the penetrating hit? Don't say I didn't hit the M10. Did it hit something all the way back here, did it? Oh, I'm going nuts. Where's the penetrating hit? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Okay, I didn't realise it's that far along in the video. So Yes, it is on the M10. I think they react pretty dang quickly. Oh no, knocked out. There you go. There's one dead M10. So there you go. A good victory for Dutch Grenadier. I thought it was going nuts there. I thought it was much earlier in the video than that. So probably going to trade the M10 for the Panzer IV. And, oh, hang on. Looks like we do have a bit of a force pressing up there. Just one guy from the looks of it. So there you go. You can see him. A couple of crew pistols, that's why they're not shooting. Okay then, well, we'll leave it there. We'll switch over to, actually no, yes we will. We'll switch over to the Americans and then we'll wrap it up for this whole part. Okay, welcome back to the Americans. You can see here, those forces still moving forward. What we got here? Looks like another whole platoon. So it looks like moving platoons up, ready to advance. May stay in the half tracks across that field. That could be a smart idea. Just a platoon of mechanised infantry could actually probably do it. At least get in there nice and close, and lay down get in a position for a base of fire to allow the foot-slogging infantry to move forward. Yeah. There you go. So a long-range shot doesn't hurt any of the crew, which isn't really surprising. Oh, that was close. It looks like it was that Sherman that took that shot, shot in mid-air, which we'll have to wait until the next part to see if that does actually connect. We're back here. What we got over here? So we've got... Oh, they're taking casualties. I missed that from the German point of view, but looks like they took fire from that little command team that's holding its own. But there's definitely plenty of American forces here to mop up without really affecting any other operations. But yeah, okay, so we'll just quickly check. So the aircraft is... Where's my spotter? Coming around. So still going to be circling. Maybe still that other tank could get hit with the 50 cals. And what else have we got? 12 minutes. Towards 12 minutes on both batteries. So definitely going to waste all that ammunition, but fingers crossed there's still another 12 minutes before we see an attack. I think that'd be a waste of that ammunition that could be used over at Jerks, the final objective. And also I think the just overwhelming superiority in numbers could actually win the day there. Alright then, we'll leave it for this part. Like, subscribe, put comments below how you think the battle's going, where you think possibly Dutch Grenadier could hold out, and what strats which possibly in your opinion should be doing a little bit differently maybe, I don't know. I'll give my opinions in the video. As always, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you again next time.